Hello and welcome to Bias Bash. I'm Lauren Green. And in the center square today is Ellen Ratner, Bureau Chief for Talk Radio News Service and a Fox News contributor. Welcome to you, Ellen.
Thank you very much, and almost Happy New Year.
Yeah, down in sunny Florida there. So we're talking about the media madness over the AirAsia plane search. I mean, CNN has gone wall to wall on this, and you say what?
Well, CNN has gone wall to wall, but they're missing some very important pieces of it. I watch some of their coverage because that's what we do in this business, as you do and I do. And one of the things we found out is, the pilot asked for permission to go to a higher level, and he wasn't given that permission. Well, the fact is from the pilots I understand and have talked to, you can't outrun a storm that's that high. You can't go high enough to miss it. So you need to have the training in which to pick through the clouds. Except for the fact that the media is missing one, the pilots are not that well trained. Airbuses are supposed to be pretty perfect, so they don't necessarily train the pilots that well. Two, they're trying to train people who are locals, which is a great thing, except they're not trained, and the media is missing a lot of that, the training, how they train these pilots. And most importantly are two other issues. One, the United States changed the age of retirement from 60 to 65. Often what would happen is you would have very experienced pilots who had to retire at 60, go to some of these new developing countries and new economies, airlines, and they would work for 5 years till they were 65, and they would train other pilots. That's gone now. The other thing that's gone is that you don't have people who are willing to make as much money, or who can make as much money, they're willing to make it, because the actual rate of cost of what they pay a pilot has been cut almost 50% in the United States. Therefore, that sort of trickles down across the world. You don't have as many well-trained pilots, and the media is totally missing these issues. It's not a good thing. You can do wall-to-wall coverage like CNN is doing, but they're missing the point.
But isn't part of the issue, though, when the plane is still missing, is that that's the story? That's the lead. Where is the plane, and what are efforts being made to locate it? So, is it too early in the game to really talk about the experience of the pilots?
No, I don't think it is, because, first of all, we've now had Malaysia that has lost 2 planes, and actually that's another area. People aren't talking about what that's going to do to the economy of Malaysia. But how are we training these people? And why did this happen in the first place? Can it happen in other developing countries? Should tourists who want to take foreign carriers be aware of some of this? These are all kinds of issues that can and should be explored, but are not being.
I think it's very interesting because you make up the Asiana flight, Malaysia flight, which is still missing, Malaysian Airlines flight still missing. You've got AirAsia. They're all in this central area. And I think Wall Street Journal actually brought something out about how this area perhaps is not training their pilots. But you're saying that this should be more of a lead story.
This should be much more of a lead story. You are finding a few newspapers or whatever talking about that, and not necessarily in depth, even in a few lines. I mean, that's great that they're talking about it, but why isn't television, and I'm talking about some other news channel other than Fox News Channel talking about it, wall to wall? But is it helping the consumer? Is it helping us to learn what we should know as people who fly on airplanes? The answer is a resounding no.
All right. Thanks so much, Ellen, for being on Bias Bash. You want to hear more media analysis on this topic? Catch Media Buzz with Howard Kurtz, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, and again at 5 p.m. Eastern on the Fox News Channel. Ellen, thanks so much. Have a great time down in Florida, and Happy New Year.